All right, I want to start off by saying Shalom, Kahala, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this word with truth and sincerity. I'm going to say Shalom and double honors to them. And Shalom also to the Akim out there that's pushing this word. All right, and got a quick lesson. This lesson is talking about someone who hopefully elect. A lot of you brethren may have some knowledge, prior knowledge of before. Reason why is this person has spoken about us in particular. All right, the person name is Theresa May, and she is the Prime Minister, PM of London or the UK. All right. Now, lots of different things are going on with this lady here. We know because if you put in YouTube Theresa May and hates, people of color or black people or whatever, you'll see a few videos done by other people, but even some Israelite groups have commented and done videos concerning her. So this is a quick look of what's going on with her. It says that Theresa May defies Tory coup over support over second Brexit vote. All right. Now, Brexit, a lot of brothers know, just to get back involved, or just a refresher, Brexit is basically the exiting of Britain. All right. So they mashed them words together. Long and short of it, they wanted to definitely leave, away from the UN. The UN, Britain wants to get out of, and you know what? It may have sounded like I said the UK, Slovakia. Britain wants to exit the UN. The UN represents the United Nations. Okay, they brothers have done in-depth lessons of when they've been established, but the UN offers a sort of club, a camaraderie for other nations. So let's say the US, France, whoever, Denmark, Greenland, they're taxed X amount. And they're saying, hey, listen, to get the full benefits, the works, we'll go ahead and establish and arm the so-called United Nations. They'll be the peacekeepers, where we've seen where they hardly go places and cause peace. Obama, back in his administration, said that the number one thing that irks him about the peacekeepers of the UN is that they rape, or through the roof. All right. So the thing about it is that in here, Theresa made a prime minister, and it's speaking more about the UN, which is, again, we're just saying a kind of good old boys club where other countries have to pay money to the UN. Now, certain people, like the United States, superpower countries, they gain from dues, so-called, to the UN and whatnot. But a lot of places think, hey, listen, we haven't had a major civil war. We haven't had a major coup. We haven't had a major any major enemies. Why do we need your protection? All right. So this is getting a lot of backlash, and that's what Brexit is. But there's a lot of people that are requiring her resignation. So the lot of reason is that she still is trying to keep the whole Brexit, all right, aspect of it, but then she's trying to basically she's implanted a new deal. The deal was specifically to have an agreement with customs and the border open from Northern Ireland to the other part of Ireland that is run by the UN. And they're a lot of people are scared that once that infiltration of the UN, right? Because since they exited out of that the UN gets its toehold grip all the way in Northern Ireland, all right, then it will try to weasel it in and and sanctions. You never know. They're scared. So a lot of people are speaking against Theresa May, all right, but there's a very good reason. Theresa May's track record ain't that cool, all right. Specifically, let me go to Isaiah 59. I want to start off with the scripture. It's going to be a two-part lesson. We'll concentrate on a few things that this Shedamite, this devil, all right. Not what she said about the Israelites, because just imagine. I mean, we don't need. Hey, it don't have to be Theresa May. It could be Sally May, all right. You know what her cracker ass probably done said about the Hebrew Israelites, all right. So, what do you think that this woman, the so-called prime minister, what do you think she has been saying? Well, it's on record. Also, of her being of dual minds, also to be able to, stick around. She's trying to please everybody, as all politicians do. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. And it says, "So shall they fear the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai shall lift up a standard against him." All right. I always like that scripture, and I haven't read it in a while, but I love that scripture. For one, is that it starts talking about. Let's go back over it. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai from the west, and his glory, and from the rising of the sun. So here the scripture speaks in particular about certain people from the West, America, all right? Also, but not just America, the UN, things that kind of make up, the EU, that situation. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua shall lift up a standard against him. That standard against him, right here, comes from a Hebrew word. Now, I won't go on and say more and more about it, like, I won't say a whole bunch about it as far as the actual pronunciation, but it looks like nous, okay? And what it means really is to flee, to escape, to take flight, to depart, to disappear, all right? So those are some ways it's mentioned, and in H5127 nous, it says it again. It says it over and over again. But usually in these, these situations here, to take flight, to depart, all right? However, this one here, to fly to the attack on horseback, to drive at, all right? So these are some definitions that describe that word, and it comes up a lot. But it says that the Yahweh Shem Yahshua will lift up a standard, will fly to the attack on horseback, all right, for our enemies, those who defile, all right, like Samuel Jackson said, those who poison, who destroy my brother, right? That's people like Theresa May, and we'll get into more reasons why, she's a freaking, she belongs to a cesspool, her organization, the people that she's with, and it's absolute BS. Now, here this devil is right here. And again, like I said, I won't speak specifically about the things that she said negatively. I want to focus more importantly on her actions and even the lies to catch her in, all right? So it says here, the British Home, and this is back 2015, but it was by somebody who's looking into the situation, all right? And they said over the last 3 months, writing a short series of articles in the horrific deaths in police custody that have taken place in Britain in recent years. So I'm going to go lies, cover-ups, and what actually happened. So the deal is Theresa May, over the last years, has been acting like a friend to the certain communities like Brixton. I've been in Brixton before. All right, pure separation. Pure, pure. It's a nice community there too. You get fresh fruits and vegetables and everything. I start thinking about it. It's a very big Caribbean influence. I get excited, but at the same time, I remember I was there years ago, and it was with like in a mission trip. All right, it was a missionary trip or whatever with all these Edomites and you know what I mean, leprous, you know, people, whatever. And I remember this one little girl was talking. We in the projects too, mind you. We about to perform, or we did perform. We call ourselves meet with the local kids and this and that. And I think the little girl asked the little boy. She was like, you know, hi, what's your name? Where are you from? The little boy yelled out, I come from my mother pussy hole. I was like, hey, you dealing with, you know what I mean, the real uh, curses here. She had no way, and the boy ran off anyway, but if he was there, she wouldn't know how to respond back to him or know how to treat anything, because out of her element, we was all doing, you know what I'm saying, idol worshiping anyway, so all praise Yahweh Shem Shai. But I was just saying that she's met with community leaders in that place and has had a lot of different back and forths, specifically about the deaths that's happened in police custody. All right, we'll get into we'll save the rest for part 2.